Trojans Live is brought to you by Allstate. The Trojans are in good hands with Brandon Pili and Jay Tufele sitting down with us now. Jordan Moore and John Jackson ready to talk some defensive line with these two guys, both second-year players. Jay, a redshirt freshman. Brandon, a true sophomore. And, hey, we were just talking about coach. Let's talk a little football first and importance of stuff in the run. I mean, it was an important game for both of you guys up front. You were going up against the Pac-12's top rushing offense. So what did you guys see as the key there Saturday night to holding those guys under 100 yards to 2.5 yards a carry and no big plays?
The whole week we were just emphasizing on defense that, we were going to stop the run. And all of the stuff that we were doing in practice, we were working on. It was all leading up to that. And I think we did a great job on Saturday, proving that we were going to be efficient on stopping the run. And I think we did a great job.
Brandon, what did you see out there?
I felt like we did pretty good stopping the run, under 100 rushing yards. We prepped for them all week. We knew they had an elusive back, and we knew they had a solid O-line, and we just prepared, how we usually prepare for run-heavy teams, and, we just went out there and did our thing.
I want to talk about the goal line stand because that was, they ended up scoring, so that sort of took a little of the luster off it. But the bottom line is, the ball was on the 1 yard line. I don't think they could move it any closer. It was right up against the goal line, and you guys, hanging there 8-9 plays. I know they scored. I get it. The big picture is it's not successful, but how fired up? Take me back to that moment in terms of how fired up was that situation.
It was amazing. We got in a bad position, and us as a defense, we just told ourselves that we weren't gonna let them get into the end zone, and seven or eight plays, whatever it was, we were just going at it, and finally, something had to budge, and they eventually got in. But I think we as a defense as a whole, we did a great job, showing that we came to stop the run, and we came, to give a hell of a fight on that goal line. So.
Guys, Coach called you the triplets. We're missing your third here. There was not enough room on the stage. We'll get Marlon in here later on in the season. What's the bond like between you three guys? Did you guys know each other before you got here? But I've seen you guys, and it seems like you're pretty inseparable now that you are here.
They're my brothers. Bottom line, we blood brothers. I love these guys to death. Like I grew up with them. I came here. They were both 5 stars. I was a 3-star, but nothing. It didn't really matter. We just came here. We all connected, and then we all went through the same struggles. We all went through the same, success, and it just brought us closer together being here.
You would have been a 5-star, but those recruiting guys, it's too cold to go up to Alaska.
Alaska.
Nobody had to go up to see you.
Yeah, and that's my question, right? You play football in Alaska. What is football in Alaska like? Did you just dominate everybody? Come on.
I played my junior year there. That was the last time I played there. Actually, I played my senior year there. The first game of my senior year. But football in Alaska, we start early because of the snow. And usually the state championship game is like mid-October. And it's already snowing by then, so the state championship game is always played on top of snow. But, the football, it's obviously, a little bit behind from the lower 48 states. There's a bunch of big bodies. But yeah, the game speed's a little slower is what I found. And then the skilled guys in the lower 48s in Oregon were a lot faster, and the game speed was a lot faster.
Jay, you played some rugby growing up, right?
Yeah, I did.
How did that help your football? I hear a lot of people that say, hey, if everyone sort of learned how to rugby tackle, then a lot of the safety of football would be solved. How did rugby help your football?
Well, I'll be honest. I fell in love with rugby before I did with football, and I've been playing since. I have been playing since I was in 7th grade. And it's been great. It keeps me in great conditioning, and at the same time, it really keeps me competitive. And it's just a great sport. And I think if anyone wants to try it, go ahead right on. And,
Not if you're playing.
That's the problem.
yeah.
Brandon, you got to set the record straight for me on this one. The rumor is you can dunk a basketball and do a backflip. True or not true?
That's true. That's
Both?
True. Yeah.
Wait, a backflip?
A backflip.
I've seen you do a backhand
Yeah,
sprint.
backhand
Same
string.
thing.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
the same. I mean,
That's moving a lot of body. You can
a
still do
backhand
it?
Yeah, I could probably still do it.
Did you hoop?
I played my junior year in what's it called, in Alaska, but I came back from my senior year and they cut my eligibility because I had moved out of state and came back, so I wasn't able to play. But I was on the varsity team until they cut my eligibility.
Oh my gosh.
Jay, I wanted to ask you. I had a great conversation earlier this year where Kenichi Deze, your position coach, who we know was a great player here, he was asked about you and started talking about his own career and how redshirting his freshman year was the best thing that ever happened to him and the only reason he became what he became, which was a great All-American here and a first-round draft pick, and how you used that redshirt year, and he used you as a great example. How did you use that year? I mean, obviously you could come in as 5 stars, like Brandon said. A lot of guys think, I should be playing right away. I came here to play. But you used it, and all of a sudden, when it's time to make your impact, here you are.
Yeah. When I first got here, I came in with that mentality, what everyone wants to, everyone wants to play right away. And, obviously I wasn't ready, but, I took the challenge and, I got the red shirt. And Coach KU's right. It was the best thing that could have happened to me. The game slowed down a lot. And I learned from all the older guys on the D-line and, just watching them and going against the ones, they're the ones on the O-line. And it was just, it kept me motivated and it kept me wanting to, work harder and harder. And I think it really helped a lot and it really helped my game to this day. Yeah.
Jay, you're an exceptional pass rusher, and I saw it in in spring camp and summer camp. They couldn't block you. Matter of fact, the Trojans are glad to have you because it is proven that they can't block you. I got a side bet. In terms of who's going to lead the team in sacks, I took you, right? Now, Porter has the lead over you. I need you to pick up the pace a little bit. So that's the only favor I'm asking at this point.
I'm a try, man.
All right. No, how is it pass rushing, though? Because, there's a lot of moves that you use, and you're an exceptional pass rusher at it. How many different moves do you have, and how creative do you get in terms of using them?
It's just what we do every day in practice, and we work on a bunch of pass rushing drills. And KU tells us, you don't have to have hundreds of moves. You just need like three or four good ones, and just roll with those. And he always tells us to set up our pass rush, and that's what I just do. He tells us it's not hard. You just have to really just set up your pass rush, and everything else will fall in place. And just taking the coaching and just using it.
Well, it's been great watching you guys early in your career. Really, the future of this defense sitting right here, plus your buddy Marlon Tuipulotu.
Yes, sir.
Looking
Big
forward to watching you guys grow not physically, but grow as your careers keep going. Forget 2 points for safety. Try up to 20% with the Allstate Distinguished Driver Discount. Safe drivers can instantly save up to 20% on car insurance just for having a clean driving record. That's on top of other discounts. Call 1-410 Los Angeles area Allstate agents today. Thank you, Brandon Pili, Jay Tufele. Up next is your coach, your defensive coordinator, Clancy Pendergast, coming up on Trojans Live.